YouTube world, it's your boy ER coming at you once again. I know I've been off the airways for a while. Life, the matrix, work, everything else has absorbed my time. But I think it's time once again to get on here and hopefully start at least spreading some value to those getting ready for their 2020 through hikes. And maybe for those who are going to tackle some other big journey in their life and just wants to find a community that can offer some helpful tips, who have done hard things in their life before and maybe can help them overcome some of the hurdles that they're going to face on their journey, whatever that journey may be. If you have never visited my channel before, this is your first time, my name is Early Riser. I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail in 2017. I vlogged the whole thing. We started at Springer on February the 16th of 2017 with 500 subscribers. By the time we got to Mount Katahdin 113 days later, we had over 6,200 climbing that mountain with me. And we built a special community, and I think that community is still strong. I'm the weak link in it, obviously, because I don't put out content much anymore, but hopefully that's going to change. The whole intent of me getting back on the airwaves is to hopefully create some shorter videos. Everybody knows I'm long-winded, who knows Early Riser, but hopefully create some more focused, shorter contented videos to where we can just focus on one or two things once or twice a week to help those preparing tweak their mental mindset a little bit better before they get out there. Because I'm the one who will always argue. You could go to Walmart and buy 80 to 85% of your kit and make it to Katahdin just fine. I think we as a thru-hiking community often spend way too much time on our gear and not enough time on the physical aspects of preparation, as well as, more importantly, the mental side. The mental side is where I really find value. I really enjoy that piece. And for 113 days, I was on a mental struggle journey. I was on the struggle bus the whole way to Katahdin. And I'm a guy who has done a lot of hard things in the past, but thru-hiking is unlike anything you've ever done. And if you don't prepare yourself a little bit before you get out there, there's a good chance you're going to be one of the 75 to 80% who don't make it. That's not what we want. I want everybody who steps foot off at Springer or either Katahdin if you're coming Sobo, I want you to take your last step at the finale 2,200 miles later. Because what I do know is along that 2,200 mile journey, you're going to experience things that you can't replicate at any other point in your life. And I use the word magic a lot, but you're going to experience some magical things out there on that trail. They're going to change you as a human being, and I don't want you to miss any of it. So that's what this channel is focused on. How can we bring help to those out there who are about to undertake this long journey? Or again, a journey, something like a thru hike. Maybe you're starting out on college and that mountain, or grad school, and that mountain looks huge and you're not sure you're going to be able to crest it. Well, this is a community for you where we can bring in a whole lot of experience, a whole lot of experts, and maybe gain some awareness on some tips that you can do to make it easier for you. First thing I want to talk about this week is how to prepare mentally for something like a thru hike. It's tough. The adaptation to thru hiking when you actually get out there is very hard. So if you watch some of my videos on my way to Katahdin, you'll hear me say that it would be good to practice putting on wet, cold stuff in the morning. It would be good to practice getting out of your comfortable world and putting yourself into the uncomfortable world on a regular basis. Almost trying to make it a habit before you get out there. Because I think a lot of us fail because the shock value that is happening to us on the trail in those colder months, because most of us start in February, March, some in April now. Man, that shock value is hard to overcome for some who have done nothing but seek comfort your entire life. That's what we do as humans. We seek comfort every day. If I'm uncomfortable, I do whatever it takes because it's the beautiful world we live in. I can go find comfort. If my foot hurts, I can sit down in a nice comfy chair and relax. If you're out on the trail and your foot hurts and you're only 1 mile into your day, yep, you can sit down and you can relax. And if you do that the next day and then the next day, you're not going to make it to Katahdin. So those things we got to think about. How do I overcome comfort when I get out there? We got to prep for it before we ever step foot on the Appalachian Trail for that through hike. How do we do that? We read. We read books. I know that sounds kind of funky, but what these books do, and I will leave some links down in the description, what these books do are give us tools. As we start suffering out there, and you will suffer tons. Every day, I promise you, at some point, you will suffer out on the Appalachian Trail. But once that starts occurring, we can reach back into those lessons that we've read from people who have had their own experiences, or we can go back and watch a thru hikers vlog series when they hike the Appalachian Trail, because some of them film themselves in those struggling moments. And that's just going to add comfort to you as well. So we got books, and we can watch others' experiences that have been there before us. The books, you're going to learn a lot of lessons in these books, a lot of tips and techniques that you can draw on. It's like that mental library. When you get out there, you're just looking up on the shelves and picking the book that's right for you in that moment, those mental tips. Or if you got cell phone service out there, you can click on somebody's video and watch them during that part of the trail and realize, oh man, they were experiencing the same thing I was. And they made it through it. And they made it all the way to Katahdin. And it starts giving you that solace that, okay, this isn't unique to me. Everybody that has been right here has suffered just like I have. And it gives you that fortitude to keep pushing forward. And ultimately, and I'll close with this for this week, the best piece of advice that anybody ever gave me when I was on the struggle bus, suffering immeasurably up in New Hampshire and Maine especially, was Stulberg. And if you watch my videos in 2016, Stulberg, that's his trail name, vlogged his hike. And he was following me, and I was grateful, so grateful that he was. And at one point, and it's in my summit video actually, I put his comment from YouTube in my summit video. At one point, he says, ER, I know exactly where you are right now, mentally. And the only thing you have to do is keep walking. Just keep walking. And so that is ER. Now ER passing this on to you, the class of 2020, or if you're going to thru hike later on, or if you're doing anything hard, all you have to do to get through it is to keep moving forward, to keep walking. Just keep walking. If you keep moving forward, eventually whatever is happening to you in this moment becomes a moment gone. You can reshape and reframe your mindset in every step that you take. All right, folks, that's it for this week. I hope this short video at least will help get some juices flowing when it comes to mindset. Read some of those books that I'm going to post below, and then go back and watch other people's thru hike videos. In fact, I'll list some in the description that I think you can go watch, see some of that suffering that they were experiencing and that they still made it. And hopefully that will help you gain some solace and some fortitude that you can make it as well when you get out there. All right, y'all, hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already, please. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. That helps support the channel, and we will see you next time. Later, y'all. Deuces.